You're welcome to How to Duplicate Yourself and Grow a Worldwide Team. This training is specifically for you. It's designed to help you grow a network marketing business or a direct sales company. It doesn't really matter what type of industry you're in. As long as you're in some type of either direct sales or network marketing, absolutely what I'm going to share can help you. And I've been in this industry, like I said, 32 years, and I've been in network marketing or some type of direct sales. I've sold everything under the sun. I worked for a car salesman for 4 years. I sold timeshares. I've worked at Family Fitness, and that's a fitness gym out here. So I did that. I sold door-to-door advertising. I worked at Aflac, the company on TV with the duck. Yeah, I worked there for about 4 years, so I did really well there. And then I also bought real estate as an investor and did very, very well there. Bought a lot of houses a few years ago. I worked at a credit repair company. I started a software company, and then we get to my MLM experience. So I had a lot of experience before MLM and a lot after. And so my MLM experience is, number one, I used to work with a company called Fund America back in the 80s. And in that company, I lost $5,000. The company went out of business. And so that was my first experience. And then I was in a company called Rafa Hair Care. And I did that for 6 months. I built up all these salons, and they didn't pay me for 6 months. So of course, I got in trouble and lost my car at the time. And then I got into health insurance, and I went to a network marketing company. It was a health insurance company, did really well with it for the first, a year and a half, 2 years. And then that company closed and I lost all my income again. So that was my first three experiences in network marketing. And then I got one that was a diet cookie company. I don't know if you guys ever remember the diet cookie. It was called the diet cookie. And I had bought $15,000 worth of diet cookies and I had them in my living room. And in Southern California, it gets nice and sunny and hot, not like where you guys live. I had actually $15,000 worth of rotten diet cookies in my living room because they didn't have any preservatives or anything to keep them going. So before I could sell them, they all rotted in my living room. So that was my first 4 or 5 experiences in network marketing. Then I got into a company called DermaShield, and it had this skin protector that was supposed to be able to protect your hands. And, I got involved in that company, and it was a pretty funny story. Me and my buddy, we were in this company, and it was this DermaShield product you're supposed to be able to put on your hands. And the whole claim to fame was that nothing will stick to your hands. So we went to car dealerships, so we went to different places to test it out. We needed to make sure that this stuff really worked. So we did. And we went and tested it out. And as we were doing it, they said that, acid won't burn your hands either. So we went to a chemist and said, well, what's the best kind of acid you have? And they said, the strongest we have is called pure sulfuric acid. So we bought this pure sulfuric acid and we lathered up in the back of our apartment building. And I poured a little bit on a rock and it disintegrated the rock. I poured it on a nail and it got rid of the nail, put it on an ant. And of course, the ant was history. And so then I said, let's put it on our hands. So I said, okay, you go first. He was like, no, you go first. So I was like, okay, fine. Let's just do it together. So we kind of put it on our hands together and we sat there and it did not burn our hands. So we started building that business. And then, of course, the product lasted so long because one drop would last forever, and the company ended up going out of business. Yeah, and so I did that, and then I got into several other network marketing companies. I was in Nutrition for Life, a nutritional shake company. I was in Herbalife twice. I got into the 900 number business and another one called Shop Best and No Run Pantyhose. And I went through probably 30 other ones over the next 20 years, trying to find the right one. Because today, network marketing is dramatically different than it was years ago. Dramatically different. We didn't have internet. We had to go door to door trying to find the right one. And that was when the market and the industry was just getting started. So there was a lot of companies that would come and go. My first 12 years, I failed big time in network marketing. And then finally, I went through the school of hard knocks, of course, and I got a PhD in it, which is public high school diploma. I didn't graduate from college or anything, just a normal guy, just like everyone else. But I realized something after 12 years that I had to become different. So I got a mentor. Steve was a mentor that I got, and he helped me through Aflac and taught me how to teach people, taught me how to train, and allowed me to do it. Then I hired a coach named R.V. Robinson, and she is a speaker trainer. Because back then I used to be very shy and insecure and no skill set or anything. So because of that, it was hard for me to build a network marketing business, being shy and scared to talk to people. And then I learned from a guy named Kevin Trudell and Chris McGarrahan, who are the best in network marketing. And these guys taught me what they do. Now, the difference with Kevin and Chris is Chris was a 7-figure income earner, but Kevin was more of an 8 or 9-figure income earner. This guy built a network marketing downline from the company was at 18 million. He grew the entire company to $188 million in 18 months. And all that was in his downline. And Chris and Kevin taught me not just what to do with network marketing, they taught me what they do, which is a big difference. See, in network marketing, a lot of the time people tell you what to do, but they do something different, especially the top leaders. The top leaders will tell you to go make a list of all your friends and family while they go and buy leads and do other things, online marketing. They do other things that they just don't tell the new distributors to do. Where Chris and Kevin taught me exactly what they do to build the business, which was the key element. And then, of course, I developed a powerful relationship with God, and that would made all the difference for me. So after that, I made it to the top in this company, Aflac, and became one of the top regional managers at Aflac, a company called Nouveau Riche. I was in Nouveau Riche and became a 7-figure income in that company with a $20,000 product. And this is where I really started to learn how to build a system. I developed a system in network marketing that grew the fastest growing team at $20,000 a sale and made us, put 7 figures in my bank account in less than 14 months. Now, to be able to do that, it takes a system. It's not easy. As you know, you built a big team. To make that kind of income with a $20,000 product, it's very, very difficult to do. But that same system is what I took and I bring to the regular network marketing industry now. So my business, you can look at my website. My business is called Business Sales Expert. You can go to that website anytime you like. And my whole motto, now that I've been in the industry so long, I've decided to not join companies any longer. What I do now is I created something that doesn't exist anywhere in network marketing. There's a lot of trainers out there that sell seminars and stuff like that. Our intent is to build people. That's my whole slogan right there. If you build the people will build the business, the nation, and the world. And that's my motto, is to really help build people up and help them grow personally, because then they can go grow their business. So you guys have all heard the same definition of sanity, right? Of course. Well, I got a different saying for it. It is being the same person over and over and over and expecting a different result. That's even more insane. And that's why I really help people grow personally, because then when they grow, their business will grow. As you already know that, Caitlin, especially because you've been with a big team. So here's another saying that I say is that if you want something different, you have to become someone different. And in network marketing nowadays, because the market has changed so much and now internet is so prevalent and social media, a lot of people are getting away from the personal development, and they're getting away from growing personally because it's so much easier to sign people up. However, they fall off and quit as fast as they sign up. Have you guys seen that? Because there's no community, there's no relationships. What makes network marketing work is the relationships. So what I've done is I've combined both together, the relationship, the traditional network marketing, and the online marketing together. And so I just want to tell you right up front, one of the things that I've done is, and I will invite you to take a look at what we're doing. On February 18th to the 24th, we have what's called the world's best online network marketing training academy launching. It's myself and my partner, Domingo. What we've done is put together something. It's not going to be in Las Vegas. It's actually going to be online. We were going to do it in Las Vegas, but it was going to cost too much money per person. It was going to cost like 10 grand. We decided that that's not our goal. Our goal is to help people, the average person that anyone can join. And so we did it online so we could reduce that, cost down tremendously. But I'm going to tell you all about this at the end. But the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because there is no training in the world that has this system in place. We have marketing and we have sales and network marketing under one roof. We're not just teaching you network marketing skills, basic 101 stuff. We're teaching you the advanced techniques what the 7-figure income earners know how to do. And we're teaching marketing skills, how to generate business on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on YouTube, on, using different marketing tools. We're teaching all of that under one academy. Most of the time you have to go to two different places to get both, but here we're teaching both. So I want to kind of go through what we go through and teach you just a few things about this business. And the number one thing a person has to do if they want to succeed in network marketing, and by the way, this is not just for you. If you have a team, this is what I teach teams on how to duplicate their business worldwide. Number one is they got to make a decision to become a pro. Because in network marketing, pros make money and amateurs make excuses. As you guys know, amateurs make excuses of all the reasons why the business doesn't work, all the reasons why I can't do it, and all the excuses that come up. So I let people know right up front that pros make money and bottom line, amateurs don't. So the very first thing I do when I'm helping someone learn how to grow their business is they have to make a decision to become a professional in network marketing. Now, I have an acronym for the word professional, the word pro. And the word pro has three meanings. Number one, the way you become a pro, and this is something that I teach and we really ingrain in people, is that if they want to become a pro, they have to practice. There are some basic money-making activities, which we're going to go through in a moment, that they have to practice and they have to really get down. Because if you practice these techniques, that's what's going to help you grow your business. So they have to practice. Number two, they have to take responsibility. Because in network marketing, that's one of the biggest things is we blame everything for the reason why our business isn't working. We blame the economy. We blame the weather. We blame that it's too cold outside, too hot outside. We're too old, too young, too black, too white. Any excuse will do. But in network marketing, one of the things that we have to teach people is that they got to take responsibility for their success and their lack of success. So when we're training people, we make sure that they take responsibility. And that's for your teams. So in other words, if you decide to join this program and then you want to invite your team to it, we're going to help all of them take responsibility individually. And the last part is they're optimistic. They see the future. They can see where they're going. They can see the future about their business. They know that they're going to be successful and they believe in it in advance. The people that are pessimistic, they don't believe it's going to work and all that, of course, we know what happens to them. They quit the business. So that's the acronym for the word pro. And when we bring someone into this business, our number one goal is to help them become a professional in the business. You guys ever heard this before? Practice makes perfect? You've heard that before, right? Of course. Well, it's a lie. Practice does not make you perfect. You've heard perfect practice makes perfect, probably, right? Well, that's not a lie. That's a lie too, because there's no such thing as a perfect practice. As a matter of fact, there's no one that's ever been perfect. And no one will ever be perfect. As a matter of fact, it's only been one person who's ever walked the face of this earth who's ever been perfect, and we're not him. So that's one of the biggest problems we find in network marketing is that people try to become perfect before they go do something. And this is very important, especially when it comes to online marketing, social media, and things like that. People are waiting to learn everything before they go do something. And that's not what you want to do. You want to teach new people, especially brand new people, to start practicing, because what practice will do is just make you better. That's all practice does, just makes you better than you are today. And that's the only goal. So when we're bringing people through the training, we're taking them step by step on the basics of the business and helping them improve their performance so that you as a leader can go out and continue to build your business. So that's the way we built this up. We built it where we become almost as an upline for your particular business to inspire them to become better at what they need to do so you can keep going to sponsor more people. So have you made a decision to become a pro? I'm sure that both of you have. I look at your goals and you guys aren't new to this space. So you two are definitely have already made this decision. But this is what you want to ask a new person. Have they made a decision to become a pro? Because the ones that make money are professionals. I also want to say something else that is going to be a pretty profound statement. I have literally invented the formula for success in sales, in network marketing. That's a pretty bold statement, right? Pretty bold? Yeah, so let me show you. It's 3 C's equals M squared. That is the formula for success in network marketing. Kind of like Einstein's theory of relativity, E equals MC squared, except for that is a theory. And what I'm showing you right now is a proven formula for success. And I'm going to prove it to you right now. This is the formula that we teach and we take every person through. And over my 32 years, this is what I've come up with of how to help a person with no skill set, no belief in themselves, no money, no nothing, help them become successful. Here's how it works. The 3 C's. The first C a person has to become is competent. They have to become competent. Now, competent at what? They have to become competent at the basics of the business. There are some basic activities that they have to do to become competent. And I'm going to break those down for you here in a moment. The second thing they have to become competent at are the money-making activities. There are money-making activities and there are non-money-making activities in network marketing. But the difference is the problem we found is over the thousands upon thousands of people is almost no one knows the difference between money-making activities and non-money-making activities. So what I'm going to do is show you what the money-making activities are so that not only whether you decide to join with us or not, you can go focus on these things to help new people grow their business. Number 1, these are the non-money-making activities. And these are the money-making. So the non-money-making activities are these, like training and coaching. It's necessary, but a lot of people think training and coaching and going to seminars and stuff like that, that's a money-making activity. And it's not. It's a non-money-making activity. Another one is talking to people. People say, oh, go talk to people. How many people did you talk to today? Well, talking to people, you're going to see in a moment, is a non-money-making activity. And you're going to see why in a moment. The third non-money-making activity is using the product. Absolutely, it's mandatory. You have to become a product of the product. But using the product in itself is a non-money-making activity. Another one is going to networking events without intent. I see people all day long going to networking events, going out to different events, and they don't have any intent. They just go to build relationships. That's what they say. Oh, I go networking to build relationships. Well, it's funny because most of the time when they build relationships, they don't make any money. They don't sign anybody up. They don't get any customers because there's really no intent to get business. But I'm going to show you how to get business every time you go networking. Talking to your upline and mentoring with your upline or mentoring with your downline. Both of those are still non-money making activities. They are necessary to do, but they're non-money making activities. The next one is attending events without guests. So if you go to your open opportunity presentation or a webinar, you don't have any guests on them. Yes, it's important to do because you can learn the business better, but they're still non-money making activities. The next one, reading the comp plan. This is a big one. Everybody, when they come into network marketing, what's the first thing they say? I need to read the comp plan. Send me the comp plan. Here's a little saying that I used to say to people. One of my friend Matt, I actually shared this with him a while ago because he was like bugging me. Steven, I need to understand the comp plan. I need to get the comp plan. I said, no, you don't. All you have to do is go sponsor someone or go sell some product because the comp plan will pay the exact same amount, whether if you understand it or if you don't. You don't need to understand the comp plan to get the business going. That's a very important thing. Looking at your business cards, your lead list. You know, one of the things about network marketers, we have the innate ability to be able to look at our business cards and be able to tell right from looking at them if they're home, if they're interested, if they're not interested. They can look and they can analyze business cards like nobody's business. I've never seen anything like it. So in network marketing, looking at your business cards and your lead list are non-money making activities. Doing a dream board, again, another non-money making activity. It's a mandatory activity, but it's still non-money making. Another one is writing out your goals. Setting your goals, it's very, very important to do, but it's still a non-money making activity. Creating sales funnels. That's another big waste of time right online that people are doing all day long in network marketing. Creating sales funnels. Now here's the thing about creating sales funnels. It's a non-money making activity, but it's, sometimes it can be important. Creating marketing materials, making your business cards, creating flyers, all those things. All of them are non-money making activities now. And this is not an exhaustive list. You could probably come up with a list of your own of all the things your downline are probably doing all the time, right? They're playing the busy game. Bottom line is this. There's a lot of things people do that they think are money-making activities, but they wonder why their business isn't working. is because they don't know the difference. So what I'm going to do right now is show you the 7 money-making activities that a person has to become competent at to make $40,000 a year or $100,000 a year. And this is what we specialize in. The number 1 money-making activity you have to master is generating leads. Generating leads. If you're out of leads, you're out of business. So number 1 is generating leads. But here's the second one, is converting leads into prospects. Now, a problem is a lot of people don't even know that there's a difference between a lead and a prospect. So let me explain the difference. And this is one of those main, tips that I can give you right now. You want to write this down. A lead is simply just name and contact information. Name and phone number, name and email, name and instant message, a name and LinkedIn contact. See, you probably have 1,000 of leads right now. If you open up your cell phone, you got hundreds of leads in your phone right now. You don't have a lead problem. What the problem is that most people don't know how to convert a lead into a prospect. So let me give you the definition of a prospect. A prospect is someone you've spoken to or communicated with that is open to learning more about what you do. That does not mean they're interested in what you do, but they're at least open to listen. And that's your goal. All the time, your goal is to convert leads into prospects, because if you only talk to prospects, you'll have a much higher yes ratio. That's why a lot of people get frustrated in network marketing, because they're chasing leads all around all day long, chasing leads, and then they wonder why their business isn't growing, because they haven't mastered how to convert leads into prospects. And that's one of the biggest things that we teach how to do. The third thing is invitation, making invitations to your presentations. Now, there's 3 parts to the invitation, because everybody says, yep, invite all your friends. But think about this. If you invite 1,000 people to your meeting and no one shows up, how much money are you going to make? You already know the answer. The answer is none. So the invitation is not the only thing you got to teach. You got to teach them the invitation, how to get them to say yes, and how to get them to show up. It's a 3-part process. So we teach that, how to invite properly, how to get a person to say, yes, I'll come, and actually show up to the event. Very important. But most people just teach the invitation. The next money-making activity is making effective presentations. Now, there's a lot of people that make presentations but don't sign people up. That's because the presentation isn't effective. They have to be able to get people to say, yes, this makes sense. I want to join. So making effective presentations, and there's skill sets that the successful people do that the unsuccessful people don't do, that makes the difference. So you got to get good at making effective presentations. The next one is follow up, closing, and asking for the money. You guys have all heard the fortune's in the follow up, right? That's a lie. The fortune is not in the follow up. The fortune is in the closing and asking for the money. See, a lot of people follow up, and they follow up and follow up and follow up and chase people forever. They follow up and follow up and follow up. But what they don't know how to do is get a yes or a no. They don't know how to close and get the person to say, yes, I'm in, here's my credit card, or no, I'm not, thank you very much. And so they follow up for 6 months until they buy or die. That's what we're taught. See, but the pros don't do that. The pros actually get people to say yes or no immediately, so they can go find the people that really want to do it. So that's a technique that we teach, how to follow up, how to close, and how to ask for money. The next money-making activity you have to master and become competent at is how to get your new distributors started right. There's only 2 ways to get people started. You can get them started right, or you can get them started wrong. Most distributors get started wrong. Here's what that looks like. You sign somebody up, you say, okay, make a list of everybody you know, and then, I want you to, here's my script, call them up, invite them to the meeting or invite them to the presentation. All right. Oh, by the way, here's your back office and here's the comp plan, so you can go read that. I'll talk to you later. Have a great day. I got to go sign somebody else up. Sound familiar? That's kind of what happens in network marketing. That's called the How to Get Them Started Slow program. What ends up happening is people do this to their new distributor, and they end up in the witness protection program, or they end up, getting abducted by aliens because they don't know what to do or how to do it. They're not competent, and the new person that, or the person that signed them up didn't spend quality time with them to help them become competent. The seventh money-making activity you have to master is plugging them into your system. Now, in network marketing, people think everything has to be duplicatable. No, it doesn't. Everything is not duplicatable. There is no one 100% duplicatable in network marketing. No top leader is duplicatable. But what they do have are systems. What you want to do is create a duplicatable system that people can plug into. And in our training, we're going to teach you that system, and we're going to teach you how to take that system back to whatever company you're in and then duplicate that system. It's not going to change the system you already have. It's going to enhance whatever system you already have. And that's how it works. Those are the 7 money-making activities you have to master. You have to become competent at. So that's the first C. After you do the first C, the second C kicks in, which is you become more confident. The more confident you are, the more competent you become. It makes it really simple, because you become more competent, then your prospects trust you and they believe in you more. So it makes it really simple. So you need to become more competent, then you'll become more confident. And in network marketing, people are only going to join with people that are confident in what they do. And the third C is you become more consistent. You start doing the right things long enough consistently. That's the key, doing the right things. And what are the right things? The things that we're talking about right now, the money-making activities. How long is long enough? Until you hit your goal. Until you hit the 120,000, or you hit the 40,000, or you hit whatever the goal is that the new person wants to hit. They got to be consistent. Those are the 3 C's that we teach people how to do. You got to become competent, confident, and consistent, and that equals M square. And M square is momentum. In network marketing, that's one of the big, cliches. Oh, we're going to go into momentum. The company's about to go into momentum. We got this new product, it's about to hit momentum. Everybody says that, but they never tell you how to get into momentum. They never teach you that equation. Well, here's how you get into momentum, because what I do is I help people individually get their business into momentum, even if the company's not in momentum. Here's how you do it. You have to personally become competent, confident, and consistent in the money-making activities. Then you build an army of competent, confident, and consistent distributors. That's how you get into momentum. See, the companies know this. That's why they always have people go out mastering the basics. It starts to break down as you start sponsoring people, because the blind starts to lead the blind. And unless you have that system in place, it doesn't duplicate, and you don't create the 3 CM square. Does that make sense? Is that pretty clear? Yeah, so this is what I invented, and this is how we train people. It's different than other trainer systems. We don't send them books and tapes and give them all this stuff. It's a very specific, systematic way to take a person, whether if they're scared, they're insecure, they have no money, they have no belief. We help them first become competent. Once they become competent, their confidence goes up, they start doing the right activity, they become consistent, and then they gain momentum. And we do that over and over and over again until you hit your goals. So this is how you create a duplicatable system. This is how you duplicate yourself. So you help people become a pro. The second thing you do is help them become competent, confident, and consistent in the money-making activities. Then you do this program. You have to first learn the information. And that's why we put together the academy, and we put it together where it's not just a weekend program or a one-time program. We're actually working with you for an entire year. So you learn it, so you master the information. But once you learn it, you now have to start to learn to mimic what you see. Give an example. We're going to have different techniques that we're going to teach, how to generate leads. We're going to do role play with it and show it to you so you can mimic. Mimic is different than duplication. Duplication is duplicating the concept. Mimicking is doing it exactly the same way. When I was in learning from Chris, Chris was so specific and so perfected at what he did. I started to mimic everything he did. I mimicked his hand gestures. I mimicked the way he spoke. I mimicked the way he communicated his message. And because of that, I started to have success. Even in that company that cost $20,000, when I first got there, I joined the business and I didn't have the success at that point in that company. But I saw my upline and I said, I brought 50 people to this meeting. How do I close this $20,000 product? And he said, wow, you brought 50 people? I said, yeah. He goes, well, can you bring one to me? I said, yeah. So I brought this one lady named Cindy to Justin, and he sat down at the table with her. And he did a presentation. He did exactly the presentation that he always did. I took notes. I mimicked exactly what he did. And he closed that lady, and she bought the program, and I made a good mission from it. So I said, well, you know what? I got another one. Can I bring another one? He said, yep. So I brought another guy. He sat down, did the exact same presentation, closed that one too. And so what I did is I said, okay, well, I got 48 more people. Can I bring them all? He goes, well, sure you can, but I'm going to take 50% of the commission. I said, no, thank you. I think I got it. So what I did was I sat down and I brought each person behind him and sat down with those people. And I mimicked exactly what he did. And because of that, I generated $30,000 that first month in December. That next month in January, I earned $70,000. The next month, I earned over $114,000. And from that point on, my business exploded, and I did over $1.4 million in my bank account the next 14 months. Doing exactly what I'm teaching you right here. I learned it, then I mimicked it, then what I did was I modeled it. And this is what we're going to show you how to do. How to take the system that we develop, model it, and take it back to your business. You're going to model it. You're going to be able to create a replica of it. So you have to learn it first, then you mimic it, then you model it, and then the last part is you make it yours. We don't want you to become little Stevens. We want you to become little yous. We want you to become little Caitlins and Pamelas. We want you to build your system out of it. And the same thing with your team. You're going to want them to learn the information you're going to teach. You're going to want them to mimic it. Then you're going to want them to model it and then make it theirs so they can grow their business. That's the system of duplication that's not taught in network marketing. See, most seven-figure income earners know how to do all this stuff. The challenge is they're so busy doing it, they're not in the business of teaching it. I'm in the business of teaching it. We have our different roles. So your upline is a great support for you, if they are, if they're engaged. If they're a great support for you, that's awesome. But they don't have this system in place because what I did is over my last 30 years, I perfected a system to help new people grow their business. And that's what we've put together. And that's how it works. And so let me kind of tell you what the whole academy is, what the whole program is. The value of this portion of it alone is $3,000. We do a pre-event, which is 4 2-hour webinar training sessions. We just did one last night and it was recorded. It was on goal setting. It's about an hour and a half to 2 hours each session. We also give you a 1-year membership to our Facebook group. So in other words, in our Facebook group, we're going to be mentoring you. There's going to be additional trainings added. It's going to be a consistent, ongoing membership of just paid members. So you're in there. We did our goal setting session last night, which you would get a copy of because you can watch that. Then next week, we're going to be doing our Facebook mastery training. How to market your business using Facebook. We're going to be walking into Facebook, going inside, showing you exactly how to do it. Not just telling you about it, walking you step by step how to do it, and recording it so you can always go back and watch it again. And we're going to show you how to set up an ad account because nowadays Facebook ads is a big thing that you can use in network marketing. So we're going to walk you through step by step how to set one up effectively. We're going to show you how to set up a fan page and a business page so that you can start generating fans and generating people that love your product. Again, we're going to go on Facebook and walk you through step by step how to do it. We're going to be doing it as a screen share so that the screen can be recorded. And we're going to show you how to run effective ads. The words to say, words not to say, how to set like pictures and all of that stuff. That's just in our pre-event training. This already started, like I said, it started Monday, but you'd get a copy of it. And then for the next 4 weeks, this is happening before the actual academy. And then we're going to also show you how to grow your Facebook community. That's the key. You want to have a community of 100, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 people that are in your community. We're going to show you how to do that. Last part of it is we give you a universal business principle home study course. This is all the different areas of marketing online. That's the study course that we give you. That alone is worth $3,000. Then we go to the academy. The academy is a value of $10,000. It's 2 days of 6 hours each. Now, again, you don't have to be sitting there for 6 hours. Now, you can because it actually goes by very, very fast. But this is going to be 2 days of me teaching exactly how to build a business. We're going to be teaching you how to duplicate yourself with the team, specifically how to master those 7 money-making activities. I break down every one of those 7 money-making activities and teach it to you. We do role playing. I answer questions. I show you exactly how to master those 7 money-making activities. We go through how to build a great network of potential referral partners, because in your particular products, there may be referral partners that could be beneficial for you. Then I'm going to teach you my technique. I have a 5-step process of how to meet a new lead and convert them into a sale within 24 hours. When I was in that company that cost $20,000, literally speaking, I would go to a networking group. I'd meet someone there. I'd say a couple sentences and then invite them to the presentation. They would come and show up to the presentation, and the next day would cut me a check for $20,000. And that's how I grew the fastest growing organization. That same exact system I'm going to teach you here. The exact words, the exact way to do it, so you know exactly how to grow your business. Then I'm going to teach the mindset, because we do have to go through some mindset things of the top producers. Because mindset is a big difference when you start wanting to attract leaders. When you want to attract top producers, they think differently. And then how to get referrals consistently. That's another thing we're going to be going over, is how to consistently get referrals when you bring a new person in, or even when someone doesn't join the business. Another big training that I teach is how to overcome fear. Because a lot of people right now are strapped with fear. Maybe they're afraid of online marketing. Maybe they're afraid of sales or talking to people or speaking. I do a whole session on just overcoming fear. And then we go through power words, words that work, because there are certain words that attract your ideal prospects, and there are certain words that repel your ideal prospects. And so I'm going to teach you what words to say and what words not to say that, get people to run away from you. And then we're going to how to use network marketing to grow your business without adding any additional marketing costs. We're going to talk about networking, going out to networking groups. There's a lot of good ones. I'm going to show you the different ones that you can go to and different places to find them, so you can get, generate a lot of business without spending any money. We're going to go through a limited lead, getting leads on Facebook and on LinkedIn, because there are tools you can use to generate a bunch of leads on LinkedIn and Facebook. And then you're going to learn how to have an opportunity to network with successful other distributors and other companies. Another big part we teach is how to brand yourself, because nowadays branding is so important in marketing, because there's so many people that look like you or in network marketing or even in your same company. You have to know how to brand yourself so you stand out from everyone else. If you notice, top leaders, they have their own logo. They have their own business name. They have their own web page. A lot of them do. Why? Because they branded themselves. That's important. And then I'm going to go through 18 different no-cost lead generation strategies. Literally going to give you 18 different techniques that I've learned over the years, how to generate leads that don't cost you a penny. And then we're going to go to how to target your audience so they want to do business with you, how to create a lead generation system on autopilot, and how to develop your sales team into top professionals. Like we talked about how to make a pro, how to make them into pros. So those are all the different things that we're going to be going through. That's just the first 2 days. And then, of course, how to duplicate your team. The second 2 days, it's a 4-day training and 6 hours each also. We're going to go through systems and courses, which is how to fully customize a sales funnel. There's companies always are talking about sales funnels. You need to have a sales funnel. Well, this is important, and there's different types of sales funnels. We're going to go into a sales funnel system and show you exactly how to build it. We're going to walk you step by step how to do it, answer questions, and record it. So you can always go back and look and see how to do these sales funnels. We're going to show you how to set up an email marketing system. In other words, how to set up your email so it connects to your cell phone so you can have a drip campaign. We're going to show you how to set up autoresponders in that email marketing system and how to create a huge following on Facebook and that you can put into your marketing and get them off Facebook and put them into your marketing system, and how to create a Facebook event. That's another big thing. Like this webinar is an event. I'm going to show you how to do these types of webinars and systems and how to have them go right into your lead and marketing system. And then we're going to teach you advanced techniques on how to run Facebook ads. So not just the basics, advanced stuff, and how to use LinkedIn to generate leads. Most of my clients come from LinkedIn. That's where Dale came from. I do have a whole online marketing system just for LinkedIn. And so the entire program, it's very simple. It is February 18th to the 21st. Like I said, you don't have to be at all of them. You don't have to be there for 24 straight hours because they're recorded. So some people will come in, stay for part of it and have to go. Some people can stay the whole thing. That's up to you. It doesn't matter because it's recorded. So you get the 4 2-hour pre-event goal setting sessions and marketing setup training. We go through the 12 hours of marketing and sales training and the 12 hours of Facebook internet marketing training, 1-year membership with us. So let me explain what I mean by a 1-year membership. Once you're in the Facebook group, if you have questions, you can text me or email me or even sometimes call me. Can't have a million people call me at one time because there's going to be a lot of people in there, of course. But I will set up a way to be able to communicate with you because, like I said, I'm going to be as if I'm your upline. The great thing about me being an upline type figure is that I'm not out building the business anymore. So because of that, I can do one thing: train and help you and your team become competent. You're going to get access to the recordings for an entire year. So every one of the trainings are recorded and you get access to them for a year for a one-time fee, no monthly. We did this as inexpensive as I possibly could. We made it as inexpensive as we could because we wanted to have everyone that really wants to grow their business have the ability to do it. And let me show you what we did. We said this: we are so confident in this program. There is no doubt that anyone who goes through this, that sticks through this program, will become successful. We have, if you attend our 4 live classes and you attend our pre-event trainings, and if you don't feel you got your money worth, we'll give you 100% of the money back. That's how confident we are. Because our whole intent is to make 1,000 success stories. That's what we're doing. And so this program, it's not for everybody. We're not letting everybody in. We're really very selective of who we want to come into this program. Brand new people, it's probably not, I guess it could be for them if they have a burning desire. But it's really for people that already have a team, people that are already there and they just want to take it to that next level. Because a brand new person, we have other things that I do with them that's more of an individual training because they have a lot, much, much bigger learning curve. This is for people that are seasoned, that really want to grow their business and make some, their money fast. So what I'm going to do is open it up for questions. Does anyone have any questions about anything that we just went over or how the program works? I'm gonna open it up so you guys can ask any question that you have. Any questions for me whatsoever about this program, how it works, or anything at all? What's your thoughts, comments, ideas? Any thoughts about it, or what you thinking? Oh, by the way, I forgot to put on there the last little slide there. How to sign up. Forgot that part. Did that the other day. So if there's something that you want to do, you can literally go to businesssalesaccelerator.com and you can enroll right there. And then once you're enrolling, you're going to get access to the, like I said, the one training we just did yesterday, which was the goal setting. It's an 1.5-hour goal setting training, how to really set up your goals and set up your business for success. And then every Monday for the next 3 weeks, we're going to be going through the 3 other pre-event goal setting and marketing setup training. So that's for the next 3 weeks. And then on the 18th is when we start the live classes. Those live classes, like I said, are 6 hours each, but you don't have to attend each one, of course. You don't have to attend the whole thing if you don't want. I recommend it if you can. You want to be at as many of them as possible. But of course, we made it so that if you can't make it, you're welcome to watch the video right after it's done. Any questions for me? Any questions, comments, thoughts, ideas? This is your time. I'm here for you guys. There's no rush and there's definitely no pressure. We are looking for people that really are serious about growing their business. We've done this for the least amount of money as possible. I normally, when I'm coaching someone, I usually charge, it depends on where they are in their business, but anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 per hour. And I'm pouring my heart into this thing because I really have a desire to help people. So what's your thoughts? Any questions, Caitlin or Pamela? Any questions whatsoever?
No, it's very comprehensible. And I would, I think anybody who would go through it would really learn a lot. Personally, it's not a good time for me.
Sure, I understand. No problem. It's timing is everything. Like I said, and if it's a matter of the money, we have ways to even help with the money. If that's the only issue, we have ways to help with that too. So you guys, I'm sorry?
It's not just the money.
Sure, I understand. I gotcha. So if there's a money issue, let me know. I'll give you my direct phone number. It's 714-814-6888. And you're welcome to give me a call. If there is a money issue, you can call me and I got ways to help you with that. Mm-hmm. But also, like I said, if you have questions about it, because I have an entire outline, if you'll text me your email address, actually, I think I have your email address if you signed up on the Eventbrite. I'll text you the whole entire outline because what you see is a very basic of the outline. I'll text you the entire outline of how comprehensive it is. Another thing you're welcome to do is if you have teammates on your team, you're welcome to send them to our event from your team. Mm-hmm. We have another webinar that I'm going to be doing like this on Thursday night, so I can send you the link for that too. Of people on your team, because if you can't make it, but you want people on your team to make it, and you want them to become competent without you, it would definitely be beneficial for them to come take a look at it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, if there's no other questions, Pamela or Caitlin, I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for your time. And if you have any additional questions, you're welcome to give me a call anytime.